some might say we are the Twin Towers of comedy.
Just Duncan and Robinson.
Yeah, dude. The dynamic duo.
Mary-Kate and Smashley.
Ike and Tina Turner of podcast. Officially the fattest podcast in San Antonio. DuderManHomieBro.
The Outcast of Podcast.
The Outcast of Podcast, dude. Yeah, man, this is what it is.
You gotta bring me through all the emotions, bro.
Why? What happened? What?
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're on, man. It's on. It's running.
Oh, about like going through the emotions of like eating right and shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you feel like a sense of pride, you know, in the when you're going through it.
Yeah, when you figure it out, you're like, oh, here's the game plan. When you set up the game plan.
Yeah.
When you understand it, you know, because it's a lot of bullshit. Like, oh, like for keto, for instance, you know, you have to eat certain macros. You got to hit this number of protein, hit this number of fat, hit these, like, make sure you don't go over these carbs. So once you like hit the numbers, you're like, fuck, man, I'm doing something. Like, I get it. But it's there's no satisfaction, like, and that's a weird way to say it. Like, it just doesn't scratch that itch that you do with like fucking garbage food.
Yeah, with like a slice of pie, a pizza, pepperoni, fucking ready to fucking go.
Yes, dude.
You gotta fold it. Like now, I can't even eat tacos, bro.
Yeah.
I can't eat fucking tacos.
Yeah, dude.
Look at the fridge. It's fucking apples, like Brussels sprouts. You can only eat 4 of them because that's the fucking serving.
But the thing is, like that's what you're supposed to eat, but that's not what you get off on. Like,
yeah,
you're supposed to enjoy eating, and plus, eating is it's a social as the thing activity.
Yeah,
you know, like, man, when I was like hardcore with the keto and stuff, and I go hang out, like do like a family gathering, or like even go out with dinner with friends and stuff, and I would be like so strict with like, I can't have that, and everybody's like going off like, oh, this fucking so good, oh, you're missing out, blah blah blah. And like, no, I get it. Like, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, but like, you know, I'm on this diet thing, I'm doing really well and shit.
And I feel like a douchebag when I say that.
I mean,
I can't eat that. Like, I'm kind of doing something right now. I don't even want to say diet, and I don't want to say pre-diabetic because I don't want to fuck with people.
Yeah.
But I'm like, nah, I'm good, man. I ate already.
So you almost ready like to tap out of it?
Day one.
Yeah.
Day one, bro. Like,
because when you think about it, like, you're just like, man, like, all right, I'm saving myself, I'm extending my life, I'm being more healthy, but at what cost? I'm not
unhappiness.
I'm not happy. Like, yeah, I'm here today, but I'm not happy about it.
I was talking. The only reason why I think I'm doing this and following this bullshit is just because I haven't accomplished what I want to in comedy.
That's funny, dude. So what's success to you? What do you think success in comedy is to you?
What do I want?
No, what would be if somebody says like, all right, comedy, what's success in life, in comedy? What would you tell them? How would you know that you're at that level of success that you wanted for yourself?
A few things.
Yeah.
1, I could turn down gigs.
Mm-hmm.
2, I don't have to have a job.
Mm-hmm. You just making money off of comedy.
And and then the third part of it would be like, if you were like, hey, so-and-so's coming next month, tickets are $200, I could just be like, fuck yeah. So
not worrying about money, not having a real job, and then being able to pick your sets, pick your gigs.
And yeah, but being able to turn down gigs because I'm like, oh, well, I could do this 100-seater, but I have a 300-seater. So I would have to do the 300-seater.
See, that's like more detailed than my level of success that I want, and that I know that I fucking made it, is death threats.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Like, I know people,
like a joke's gonna piss someone off so bad.
Yeah, like a joke's gonna piss somebody off so bad, or somebody hates me so much, or my success so much that they're gonna threaten me. They're gonna, you know, they're not gonna do anything. I don't think that people will follow through with it. But like people don't like me, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, and people wouldn't mind if I didn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
I guess. But when people go for you and they're just like, I want to end your life, I want you to not exist, and I'm gonna do that to you, I'm just like, damn, dude,
that's deep.
I got to you that much. I made that much of an impact on your life that you want to threaten my life.
Did I need to put a chair under the door at night?
That's success for me, dude. You know what I mean? Sure, I mean, money would be good and being able to pick your own gigs, but like to the mind power, to have an impact, an effect on somebody's life that they want you dead
So negatively.
so bad that they are posting death threats or emailing you or Reddit posts and like, I want you dead. You went too far with this. And not even that my jokes go far, but like I go up to the edge, but I'm not an edge lord type of person. But that would be success to me. Like I'm fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I feel you 100%.
I impacted you. I'm living in your head rent free.
Right, and little do you know, I don't even know who you are.
I don't even know who you are.
But you know everything about me.
Because you can't love somebody without hating them.
Yeah.
So if you hate,
which is interesting.
If you hate this person so much that you want to threaten their lives, there's a sense of love in there.
That's deep.
You know what I mean?
That's deep.
That's success
That's
to me.
Deep.
Once I get death threats,
like someone's
made it.
Someone's gonna email you a picture of your sister and like all of her important contacts. Like, does this mean anything to you?
Well, no, I was just talking about like me directly. Like when you say it like that, because I heard like who's that? Jezelnik.
Yeah,
he makes jokes about like people. Maybe that's where I got that idea from, because he has a whole joke about it. You know, like I've made it when you're trying to like take out my whole family and all that shit. I guess that's where I got that.
He's kind of soft now.
That's pretty funny. I haven't seen him in a while. I was watching the Dina Hashem special, because remember, like she's the one that she's a New York comic. She's the one that came out with right after the XXS Tentacion guy died.
Yeah,
she made a joke like, "Oh, isn't that like a good commercial for Venmo or something like that?" Whatever the joke was, but it blew her up.
What's her name?
Dina Hashem. I think the special's called like Dark Little Whispers. Yeah.
That's a dark looking individual.
Pretty strong, dude. Like it was a fucking good set. Like it was not like jokey jokes. It was like well thought out fucking jokes.
Dude, I'll check that out later. Hell yeah, I'm on
it. It's on Prime. I don't know if you have Prime.
I got Prime.
But yeah, she was talking about that, like death threats, and I was like, man, like death threats. Like that's how you know you fucking made it, dude.
Like, but imagine how many is like too many.
One is enough.
Is it?
Yeah.
Like, how many death threats do you think someone like, I don't know, like fucking OJ gets? Or someone like Taylor Swift?
I wonder. I mean, like, even like good people, like not that like comics are bad people, but like you said, Taylor Swift. Does Taylor Swift get death threats?
It has to be yes.
And especially now, like you could go on Reddit or even on Instagram. They're like, oh, I hope you fucking unalive yourself or whatever.
Go through the comments.
Yeah, dude.
Oh.
I don't even have people that post comments. I'm not even like anywhere close to like death threats. I can't even put people. And by the way, comment on the YouTube and the Instagram and all that stuff.
Where's that one fool? What did he say?
What's that?
Your careers are over before you even started.
Yeah, dude.
That was a good one. That one made me laugh.
Yeah, dude. I was watching so that's my success. That's how I would know what success would be for the death threats. And even if you don't meet them, just do it for me. If you want, man, I'm good. Even if you don't meet them, and yeah, the money would be good, and giving pick your own gigs and stuff like that. And I just want to go on the road, dude. I've been thinking about that.
That's the other part. Like, but consistently,
like there's a song by a band called Cake. Like, how do you? And it's not even like the same.
Is that Mellow Yellow?
How do you afford your?
Is that the same band?
Mellow Yellow? No. I don't think so.
Oh, my fault. All right, go ahead.
But they have a song like, "How do you afford your rock and roll lifestyle? Like, how do you go to these shows? How do you buy all the merch? How do you get all this stuff?" And I think it's more like the whole, living off your parents' dime and capitalism and all that yada yada yada. But like I see like comics that are constantly on the road, and they're not like headliners. They're just doing spots all over the place. I'm just like, damn, dude, like, how do you
sustain that?
How do you maintain that?
Yeah.
How are you able to do that?
How do you pay your rent?
Do you even have a place to live?
Do you know Roy Wood?
Roy Wood Jr.?
Yeah. So what he would do is, all right, so you're going to go to Corpus next week, right? And you're going to be there for 3 days. He would get there 3 days before he's supposed to be there
Mm-hmm.
and do day labor work.
Like temp work.
Yeah, just to get him enough money. Maybe he can get some people out that he works with for that job.
Yeah.
And then do the show. And that's how he would move around.
I wonder if Lyft works that way. Like if I could, like if I'm set up to drive Lyft here,
It does.
can I drive Lyft in Austin, in Dallas, and
Yeah.
Houston? But the thing about that, like I hate driving in Dallas. I hate driving in Houston. Austin, I don't know. Like Austin's bad too, you know. The only thing, like even though like when I drive here, I'm still like going off the maps and stuff, but I still kind of have an idea of how the roads work and 35, 410, all that shit.
You have an idea of where you're going and how you're going to get there.
Yeah. With
But if
Austin,
you
like
say
I have
35 in Dallas.
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea. Hopefully the phone. I mean, I haven't even tried it. I haven't tried like doing a Lyft outside of anything else. But I think that's probably what I would do. I wonder if that's what people do. They do
Hector
Lyft.
does.
And
G does.
Oh yeah.
Or he'll do whatever food delivery service that he does.
See, I'd rather have people than deliver food and shit.
Throw it in the trunk. Who
A
gives
lot
a
of
fuck?
a lot of people say like, oh, the food's better, but I think you get more money with people.
Really?
I think I don't know. I've never done
Yeah,
the food
but
thing.
you're also risking a lot more. You're risking your drink spilling versus the risk of it's 2:30. I'm gonna fucking throw up.
See, and that's the thing. I never drive that late. I take people to the bar. I don't take them home from the bar.
Yeah, that's when you clock out.
I don't do that stuff.
Is it worth it?
There's
With the mileage that you put on the
See, and that's the thing. I don't break it down like that. Like gas starts. Okay, putting the app on now, doing all this stuff. But that'll be nice if I do like 4 trips, 5 trips. I could go home with like $50. 2 hours.
Damn.
2 hours, $50.
See, and then think about tires, all that other bullshit.
Yeah, maintenance and all that
All right,
stuff.
so the company I work for, we'll ship like the tripod stand
Mm-hmm.
to Memphis, but we won't mail it. We'll pay someone to go drive it.
Mm-hmm.
And one guy had a 26-foot box truck, which is kind of like what I drive.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, "How much are your tires?" And he goes, $500 each, and it's 6 tires. That's $3,000.
Yeah, dude.
But they don't pay for hotel. They sleep in the truck.
Yeah.
Because they'll get a Sprinter van, they put a little mattress and everything. But then I'm thinking, okay, so that just saves you $80. But how much is in gas? Just gas alone from here to Denver.
Yeah.
That's in a Sprinter van. That's like 200 miles to E.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I mean, like, there has to be a way to fucking figure it out and make it happen. I mean, people do it.
But I know
The sacrifice.
the other way they're making money with it is, all right, I got to go San Antonio to Denver. Let me see what I can pick up in Oklahoma that needs to go to Denver.
Okay, yeah.
And then
yeah.
on the way back, do the same thing that brings you closer to home.
Yeah. I used to watch it. There was like an A&E thing, that the Shipper Wars.
Where they would bid?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one hot one, right?
Yeah.
Jen, I don't know what she looks like anymore, but I remember her being hot back in the day.
But it was wild. Like they would go like on like a little app and bid, like, and then try to get the low ball, best offer and shit. And then you see the situation like, oh man, this fucking shit sucks. dude.
Yeah. It's exactly, you don't know when your next check is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know I'm getting paid this Thursday.
Yeah.
They don't know. I mean, and maybe they take a job where they don't win.
Yeah.
It's had to have happened.
I've seen that too. Like, well, on that show, I've seen that where like they just break even or they just leave with $100. I was like, damn, dude, like all that work and all you had was $100.
Yeah, when you say that when you made at least $100 versus what you spent, think about that was a fucking 72-hour trip.
Yeah.
Because you had to get there, you had to come back, and you made $100.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think the situation in Texas, I mean, like you could do road gigs in Texas. I think out of all the places, Texas has to be the easiest to hit major markets with a short drive. Anything under 5 hours.
Well, depending on where you are.
That's what I'm saying. But
Yeah.
like Texas, like
No, I mean depending on where you are in Texas, like El Paso. For instance.
El Paso.
You know what I'm saying?
But I don't really.
That's
is El Paso like a major market though?
they get good comics.
I'm talking about like, well, you could do El Paso every now and then. But
I'm just saying
about, like,
San Antonio, Houston, Dallas.
Houston, Austin.
Yeah.
Make a round of that. Maybe like shit. If I had the connections and all this stuff, do that once a month. Do a fucking
just
4
cycle.
spots every month.
Yeah.
Every month. Get to know people, stay in the know. I should fucking do that. I don't know. I'm just thinking and talking out loud right now, but
Yeah, but all right, it's a weekend gig. So for the sake of what we're talking about, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, how much would you have to make in that 4 days?
yeah.
And could you be cool only being home 3 days, with 2 days or 1 day being driving back?
I mean, I would have to make it a drive.
Like, let's say it's Dallas this time. It was just 5 hours.
So just go straight to Dallas.
This weekend is the Dallas weekend.
Okay.
So you have to leave either Wednesday night or Thursday morning, depending on what you want to do. Then you stay Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, crash Sunday. Monday you got to drive back. So you're not going to want to wake up at 8 a.m. and get on the road.
I don't know. I think I would.
It'd be like 10 or 11.
Yeah. But you're talking about like, go to Dallas and then just be in Dallas for 3 days.
Yeah, or 4 days, whatever it is.
What I'm talking about, like...
Or you saying go to Austin for the weekend, weekend after that, Houston?
No, I'm talking about Thursday, San Antonio, Friday, Houston, Saturday, Dallas, Sunday, Austin, home on Monday. Or even home after Austin.
That's 4. All right. Damn, I'm trying to think, how much money would you need?
Yeah, dude.
I mean, you'd have to get, what's 1,000? So that'd be 4,000. So if you did 500, that'd be $200.
Yeah.
Or that'd be $2,000.
Yeah. What sucks is like the only way to make that work is to have like a following, like for people to be as excited, anticipating for you to be there.
Once a month. Once a month. When are you gonna? When's the well gonna run dry?
Yeah, dude.
Like, hey, we got 300 tickets, 300 tickets, 300 tickets.
But also to have that situation, 300 tickets. I don't even know about that. I just a spot.
Yeah.
Just to be able to do a spot. I think, and also because I'm forced to go do these shows once a month. I'm gonna be forced to write
a lot more,
a whole lot more, dude. And I need to like. I think it's a stupid reason to do it, but I think one of the reasons why I want to shoot a special like within the next year or so is because if I shoot a special, get it out there, I am forcing myself to start writing a whole new fucking set of jokes.
Yeah, you can't do that again.
You have to.
Yeah,
you would have to. You know, like I know some comics that do 2 hours a day. 2 hours writing a day.
Yeah, but they also don't have to have a job.
Yeah, I guess. But like every time I convince myself, like I was supposed to write today. I was like, all right, chill with the wife. The wife went to work at 3. I was like, I don't have to be here till like 7:30 to pod. I was like, all that time I'm gonna write. And then I started watching the Yogi Berra documentary, dude.
Fucking idiot that guy was, huh?
So good, dude.
I haven't seen it. But
it's on Netflix. The Yogi Berra. I think it's just called Yogi Berra Life or whatever.
Oh wait, the baseball player or the animated? What's the
baseball player?
All right,
Yogi Berra.
Yeah. What is it like? The team with the more runs always wins.
Yeah, dude. It ain't over till it's over. You know, it's deja vu all over again. Like shit.
Those were the wildest.
It's so good.
Did anyone call him out on this shit?
Well, the whole thing is like, they made sense. All his sayings made sense, and only he could like pull it off and stuff. Like they had people like that were trying to like recreate something that he was saying. Like they were just so weak. What was it? Some other ones, dude? Like it was so good. If you can't imitate them, don't copy them. Fucking great. He was talking because there was a batter when he was like a hitting coach because he went from being a catcher to coach, management, all that stuff, and so he was a hitting coach and he was talking to one of the guys. He was like, "Yeah, I think I want to like hit like so and so." He was like, "If you can't imitate him, don't copy him," which fucking made sense, you know.
Give us one of those. There's a coach in college. Oh, my fault. You good?
No. Yeah.
There's a coach in college that says just weird shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, what'd you think of the game last week? And he was like, well, we lost. You know, we should have won. You know, I went to church on Sunday and my wife wouldn't go with me. And she said, you don't go out with losers.
Yeah. Like, oh, dude, yeah.
But this meeting today was worse than third grade or something. It was better than third grade. He goes, that was the best 2 years of my life. Like,
yeah, dude. But yeah, there was another one where like they would go to him about like because again he was a batting coach, and so like, oh, how do I bring up my batting average? He's like, well, just swing at the strikes, you know, like shit like that, simple and like. But people like they would take it in, they would like compute it, you know, and they were like, well, god damn it, that makes sense, you know.
Just swing at the strikes.
Just swing at the strikes.
That's like getting hit with one of the, Eureka.
Yeah. that's how I'm gonna fucking make it in this business. What was fucked up is that they did mention about like his son. I don't know if all his sons played, but like one of his sons played on the Pirates, I believe, and got busted with cocaine. In like the
What year is this?
80s, 90s. Well, when the son was playing, it was about like the 80s, you know.
And what did it fuck with his dad?
No, well, what sucks is like they just like they skimmed over it. But what happened is like so they found out that one of his sons was doing cocaine during the season, during the spring whatever training, off season whatever. Found out about him. The guy, Yogi Berra's son, ratted out everybody.
No.
This is where I got it from. This player's also doing cocaine. The fucking mascot. He dimed on the fucking mascot.
No
I got cocaine from the Fanatic or whatever the fuck the mascot was.
Oh, Pittsburgh. No, it's Philly.
What was he, Philly or the
He was
Pirates?
the Philly Fanatics.
Who was the mascot for the Pirates?
I'm sure
Anyway.
Pirate. But
Maybe it was Philly. But yeah, he would like fucking tell on everybody. I was like, dude, like, how? Just take it. I'm saying nothing. Don't tell anybody anything.
Do you know who Bob Gibson is?
Bob Gibson, no.
Yeah, he's the one that pitched the perfect game on acid. But he did that in like 72.
Oh, wow. On acid.
Or LSD.
Is that Bob Gibson? That doesn't sound right. I've heard of that, though. Like, pitch a perfect game on acid. Or on LSD. Is acid LSD?
I don't know.
Is that the same thing?
I've taken them. I've done tabs.
Of what's that's?
I thought acid, maybe.
You should probably know what you're taking.
Nah.
I don't think. You think? I don't know.
But dude, life's a risk. When it comes to shit like that, just see what happens.
Yeah, but the one time I take a risk is like, oh, that's fentanyl.
Oh Jesus!
You know,
Was it Ellis? God damn it!
perfect game on LSD.
Doc Ellis.
Doc
What did I
Ellis.
say? Bob Gibson.
Bob Gibson. Yeah, I was like, that doesn't sound right.
R.I.P. Legend.
That's fucking amazing, dude. That's fucking crazy. I've never done acid or LSD, but I would think that would fuck with your directionals.
Dude, I've only seen like floating shit on shrooms, never acid.
Yeah.
And I never did the thing where I never put it in my eye, ever.
I knew a guy that did that.
That's
We'll put it in his eye. I was like, oh,
wild.
what the fuck? I was like, I wear contacts. I can't do that. That'll fuck my contacts up.
And then I seen the thing where you put it here, and then you wrap a bandana, and it soaks through the skin.
No. I once got freaked out because I don't know if it was a movie or a television show, probably a movie, where they had it in their pocket and they went running and they ran through some sprinklers.
And it got it wet,
soaked
soaked
into
through the
their
skin.
and they fucking lost it and all that shit.
Bro, you know what? I think that was a PSA.
Probably. Because it scared the shit out of me. I was like, yeah, I'm not carrying shit in my pockets ever, dude.
What's crazy is I've done drugs people like acid people have bought from like the dark web.
Yeah. Why, dude?
You know, Patty, you know what sucks? Legitimately, I don't have an answer for you.
Yeah.
It's just, it was there and I thought it was fun.
DuderManHomieBro.
I ain't got no love for
DuderManHomieBro.
y'all. Don't love us. Y'all don't love us. Well, let it be known then.
You're not scared of much.
No.
See, I think that's a problem. But also, you're living life. Like you've lived more than probably me for sure. Because I'm so afraid that whole thing that anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Like, dude,
a lot of it has. I'm not batting 1,000.
it's so bad that I don't even enjoy the thing. Like, for instance, it's like one last thing. Like, so me and Raul Sanchez, shout out Raul Sanchez, drove out to Plano.
Yeah.
The whole time I was like, my tire's gonna blow. My tire's gonna blow. We're not gonna make it to Plano. Blah blah blah. All this stuff. That's in my head the whole time. So like, we couldn't really have like a deep discussion because you know, like when you lose track of time, you know, you just like we just go back and forth. You know, blah blah blah. So we'll have like back and forth type of thing. Talk about this, talk about that, and then I go like, Oh, but the tire's about to blow. You know what I mean? So it would take me out of that situation to go back from like just having a good time, killing time, just talking about like whatever, to going back to like, oh, well, you forgot to worry. It's time to go back to worrying. Because the whole time I'm like, well, the tire's going to blow anytime now. You know what I mean?
The whole drive?
The whole drive there and the whole drive back. The whole drive back, I wasn't as concerned because we weren't.
Yeah, we already fucking did it.
Yeah, I was worried about because I didn't want to fuck up his money.
Yeah.
I was getting paid, but I didn't want to fuck up his money or the situation.
Oh,
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's
you're feeling more pressure than anyone would think about.
yeah, because I'm thinking like, okay, tire blows. What's gonna? I have a spare, but we're like in the middle of nowhere. Blah blah blah. Where's it? And anytime I saw like a discount tire or something tire shop, I was like, do it now. You know what I mean? Like
if you're gonna do it, fucking now.
Do it now. And I would plan it out. Whenever like there's too many cars like busy, I was like, all right, if it goes now, I gotta move over this way. You know what I mean? Like I'm always fucking worried about it. I'm always fucking concerned about it. And now more so because I have a passenger who needs to be at this place.
Yeah.
Money's depending on it.
Yeah.
You know? I don't want to fuck up everything. And not only does he not make it, but he lost money and then he never fucking like, I'm never getting on the road with this guy ever again. So this whole time, there'll be moments where like, I forget.
You're just kicking the tire. $3 fucking grand.
And what's funny, dude, what's so funny is like I went to Discount Tire before I got on the road to get the thing out. And I always tip. A lot of people don't tip. Do you tip when you go to get your air filled?
No. Oh.
If somebody's filling your tire.
If I got $1, I'll give $1. If I got $2, I'll get $2. So if I got cash.
So I always tip. You know, like because I could go and get off myself, but they're doing it, you know, whatever. And so when I went to go tip a guy, he's like, "Oh, thanks, man. Oh, by the way, you almost had a nail puncture your tire, but I took it out." I was like, "Wait, so you weren't gonna tell me that unless I tipped you?" So like that whole time I was like, well, what does he mean by almost had a tail puncture? Or
how would he know?
Because when you I
figure as soon as it goes in, doesn't it?
Apparently it was just a piece of a screw or something that didn't puncture the tire, but got wedged into like the threads.
Yeah.
So he thumbed it out because you know what I mean. Like the top of the screw looks like a whole screw unless you take it out.
Yeah.
So that's what he was telling me. He was like,
okay, I got you.
So I was like, dude, like if I didn't tip you, you weren't gonna tell me that? So that I have that on my mind when I'm already worried about like the tire fucking going out and all this shit. But how do we get on that? Oh, because I worry about everything. Like you don't worry about much. You don't worry about nothing, which is so fucking rad. I wish I had that, but I don't.
I wish I was a little more like you, dude.
It's no,
man.
man.
Be fucking punctual.
I'm always worried that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. If you drop a time,
you're fucking you're like there.
Yeah.
You beat me to my apartment.
Yeah. Just because. I mean, well, like,
and I care. Don't get like I don't care. Like it's like I don't care. But it's like you.
Some of it's like just like unintentionally. Like I put the puncture in punctual. Like that's just
nice.
That's just what I do.
Yeah.
You know, I like being on time. I like being early. I've been late a lot of times. I'm late to work every day.
But that's because it's like that's because you don't like it. You're like fuck that place.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, man. So I worry like about some of that. So that's another reason why I don't want to go on the road so much.
Yeah.
Because I'm always worried that like this little thing could throw off the whole situation. You know, if I don't make it to this gig, then I'm going to lose the next gig. If I don't make it to this gig,
it's going to snowball into something just to a career ender.
And believe, like when if I have passengers on, whose money is like kind of like their financial situations in my hands, I'm stressed out. I'm hella stressed out,
dude.
So like, there's a lot of times like we're like. And also, I don't mind being a passenger when somebody else is driving.
Because you think they have that pressure?
And I'm going to be so compassionate about it. I was like, dude, it's not your fault, man. I'm just glad we're safe. Because I see the opposite of that happening. Like, you ruined my life.
Yeah.
You know, I lost all this money, this
This was a tryout for whatever club.
This club's never gonna book me. They're taping. They have
Agents and execs.
producers, execs there, and now you ruin this. If my career doesn't take off, it's because of you. It's because of this situation. Like I'm fucking thinking about that the whole time. I'm always worried about that shit. But when I'm the passenger and somebody else is the driver in this kind of situation, when it's reversed, I'm just like, I don't worry about it as much, and also I'm prepared to like just accept it and just be like, hey man, we're all good. You know, I know you feel bad. It sucks. It happens, but it's not your fault.
You don't think you would have done both?
No.
Like blown up at first and be like, you know what, dude, my bad. Really? Fuck.
Because I've already played out the situation when I'm on the opposite side.
But I'm saying it's just natural instinct.
I'm very empathetic. I would think I wouldn't blow up like that and just like get mad at somebody. Like, I don't know.
Let's get some drivers.
Yeah, dude. But yeah, dude, I've had drivers. Like the first tour that I did with the band, me and the driver did not get along at all. We didn't get along at all.
Okay. All right. This is going to be a topic of discussion for this evening now because I got so many questions.
Yeah.
One, boy or girl?
Guy.
What was
guy.
his name?
Tim.
Tim. Neighborhood of age.
He had to be 50, upper 50, 60. On disability. That's why he had the time to take off.
And what are you're in like a literal van?
It's not a Econoline van. It's not a Windstar, but it is like it's a family van. It's not a band van. It's a family size van.
All right, where are we starting our destination?
Out of Seattle.
All right, and where are we ending our destination?
We're doing the whole United States. We're going down Portland,
How many
California.
days?
We're out a month.
What the fuck, dude?
We're doing a month of shows.
Okay, all right.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
That's way too long.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're not going home at all. You're literally gone for 21 days.
Once we leave Seattle, we're going all the way
It's not until we come back.
down, and we're making a circle.
Okay.
The plan is to make a circle around the United States.
That's sick.
Throughout the United States. On paper, it's sick, but
how did you figure how do you get a driver?
Craigslist.
Fucking awesome.
Craigslist. That's how I hooked up with this band, is on Craigslist.
Yeah.
The band called Uglyhead. And before I get into all the details, just know I would do the same tour, the same situation all over again. It was fun. It was a life thing. I mean, yeah, of course, I would hope that it didn't end up the same way. But even if it did, I would go like, yeah, let's run it back. Let's do it again. So I met the band on Craigslist. It was a guy. It's an industrial rock metal band.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of program stuff. He needs a light drummer. He needs a guitar player, and he needed a driver. So
Craigslist, bro, that's so wild.
Craigslist made it happen, and he's like, "All right, well, I'm looking for a guitar player." I was like, "Oh, I know a guy," because I was like, "I don't know this person," so I wanted to take a friend with me. And I tell my friend, who, by the way, is currently touring the UK, opening up for Finch. You remember a band called Finch from the 2000s?
No.
What It's Like to Burn?
No.
Anyway, they're opening up for Finch. Filth is Eternal. They're doing great things in the UK. Shout out to Brian. Shout out to Lisa. What's up, everybody? Love you out there. But so I was like, oh, I know a guy. I talked to my friend Brian, and he's like, sure, what do they sound like? And I gave him like bands that we liked just to convince him. You know, I was like, oh man, they sound like this band. He's like, really? Dope, dude. Let's fucking check it out. And so like when we jam together and like we get the music, he's like, hey man, hey, you told me they sound like this, and like it doesn't sound. It's cool. I still want to do it, but this is not what you told me. And I was like, yeah, I know, but I knew that I would get you on board if I told you it would sound more like this, more like that, more like this, more like that.
Sneaky move.
It worked. I wanted to go on the road with my friend.
Hell yeah.
It worked out. I mean, I still liked Jake. Still worked with him. I recorded an album for Uglyhead We've worked on Halloween soundtrack thing. So yeah, still got love for these guys. But he met the driver through Craigslist. Yeah, 55. Because we needed a van. Nobody had transportation. He's like, I have a van. I have time available. I like rock. I want to go on the road. He checked all the boxes that we needed.
So y'all put on the ad, must love rock.
I don't know what his ad said, but I mean, I'm just assuming that that's what it was.
Yeah.
The driver used to be in bands back in the day, 90s or whatever, back in the day. So he wanted to be in a band situation. He wanted to go on the road, and he was willing to drive.
So we got 21 days. At what day do y'all fuck this guy?
It started in Atlanta.
Oh, that's pretty far.
Yeah.
Oh, that was at the last leg of or
yeah. Well, we made it all the way to New York. We that's where.
Either way, it's the same distance. You know what I mean? Like,
but we did Portland, California, and Mexico. Made it to Texas. I think we got canceled in Houston and New Orleans. Made it to Atlanta, and that's when it started going off. Guy was.
Where are you at?
As far as
in the van, are you shotgun?
No, bench in the back. First bench in the back.
All right. Okay. How did it start?
Well, we switched. Sometimes I drive, and that's a whole thing. I've never driven in California. California's a hard place to drive.
You just got it, and then you slam on the brakes.
A lot of hills. Well, apparently, like he thought I was trying to blow his transmission because I didn't know how to handle.
What band member was that?
The hills. That was good. That was stupid, but that was good. But he didn't tell me that until we got to Atlanta. All right. We get to Atlanta, and Atlanta's very great. Huge club. They had like a washer and dryer situation and a shower situation. They fed us.
Oh, shit.
Big ass club. Maybe 6 people showed up.
Damn.
Yeah. Free bar, whatever.
Do you get fucked up?
No, but I mean, we did go, and we were just gracious because like this is the first time we get to, or not, we get to wash clothes, get a meal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Shower.
And they didn't make anything.
All that stuff. Yeah. They didn't make anything. They still paid us out, just whatever. They took us out to another bar, because Atlanta, they're open like the 4 in the morning and shit. But apparently the driver got into it with some of the staff. And the staff had convinced them, like, no, somebody from your group said to not let you drink. This is what his story is.
Okay.
So they cut him off after a certain amount of drinks.
Yeah.
I don't know who told the staff that. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like anything we would say. He was convinced that I went to the bar and said, don't serve this guy.
Like he's thinking about all the band members. He would never do it. He would never do it. Fucking Pat would do it.
Yeah.
But you had no other like stabbings like beside that, like before?
No, I mean we didn't vibe. He said like he got mad at me a couple of times because of the way I was driving. I was like, look, dude,
Oh, but yeah, okay.
Whatever.
But enough to hold a little grudge, maybe.
He had some grudge. Like when that came up, we stayed at somebody's house. The guy's a vegetarian. So when we're eating on the road, we're eating dollar menu, Taco Bell, whatever. He's just like, all right, well, just give me some fries, and then when we stop at the gas station, I'll just eat some candy, blah blah blah. So his diet is fries and candy, chain smoking, clove cigarettes the whole time.
Oh,
which is like, I have the only thing in the world in the earth that gives me like PTSD where I gotta go like, what the fuck, is clove cigarettes. They have that sweet smell.
Because of Timmy?
Yes. It's like, he's here, man. It's fucking clove cigarettes. Oh, Jesus Christ. Chain smoking. You're not supposed to chain smoke those. You're not supposed to inhale those. The whole drive is clove cigarettes.
Jeez.
We get to Pennsylvania, I believe, and we're staying at somebody's place who has a ferret.
I wasn't expecting that, yo.
Yeah. Has a ferret, and the ferret gets in Tim's shoes and eats out all the insides. Tim, this whole time, has been like the photographer, the videographer. He's taking pictures, all that stuff. Somehow, all his footage gets deleted.
Dog.
He blames the ferret eating his shoe soles on me. He's like, I put him up. I knew there was a ferret loose. I put him up. Pat must have got him and put him. So gave it to the ferret. All the photos
so
are
rock and roll, dude.
all the photos are gone. I saw because Pat thought I was asleep. I saw him go through my shit and go to my cameras and erase all the stuff.
Did you do that?
No. First off,
why?
the guy stunk. Why would I go through his fucking bag, dude? Why would I touch his shoes? Why would I do any of that? Now, I did think it was very hilarious that the ferret fucking ate his fucking shoes and did all this shit, but I didn't do it. I had nothing to do with it.
Neither did OJ. You know what I mean?
We get to Baltimore and he's losing his shit. We're not making any money. You know, I had saved up a lot of money, so I had a safety net type of thing. We're not making any money. You know, people aren't coming out. We're not selling merch. You know, we get a couple people and they're really hardcore about it. But like the venues that we have, they're like, it's like booking LOL and only 5 people come to the show.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like some nights we're doing like bar shows, so like 14 people fill it out, so we feel good. But we're playing these places that like aren't filling out. We're going against like other bands in the same whatever.
Yeah.
We get to Baltimore. We're playing some Baltimore Music Festival, and which on paper sounded good, but it wasn't a good situation.
Do you remember the headliner?
No, I don't remember.
Damn.
He wasn't the headliner, but he was doing like a book signing thing. He fucking was in Ministry and Pill, Pigface, Martin. Fuck, dude. Anyway, he was doing like this book signing thing, and so whatever. So before the show starts, everybody's down. Everybody's like, and we've been saving money, dollar menu, all this stuff. I was like, look, there's a nice restaurant, not a nice restaurant, but there's a restaurant right by the venue that we're playing. I'll buy dinner for everybody, you know, everybody, and like so everybody's like stoked. We can get a fucking meal, a good meal. We already crashed into this place, so we have all that situated. And Tim's like, nah, no thank you. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure they have like vegetarian, you know, just tell them what you want. Because he was like, it's a burger place or whatever the fuck. I was like, well, just tell them what you don't want or what you want. And like, they'll make it happen. I was like, no, thank you. I was like, dude, like, it's on me. Like, don't worry about it. Like, I want us to have a good time. We're all going to have a community meal.
Yeah.
We're all going to fucking
Hey, we did it at least, yeah.
Right this time, we're at the midpoint. We still need to make it back to Seattle. So morale's low.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, whatever we could do to like get this shit together, blah, 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 whatever.
Damn.
And he says, no, fine. But he still wants to sit with us and like watch us eat and all that stuff. So we're just eating. We're having a good time. He gets up and he loses his shit. And he walks out and we're like, what the fuck's going on? Like, everybody's like, hey, go check him. I'm like, no, you go check him. No, you go check him. Like, nobody wants to fuck with this guy anymore, right? Whatever. So we finish our meal. We start walking through the venue, and he's like huffing and puffing. He's like, "How dare you fucking disrespect me like that?" And we're like, "Well, what's going on? Like, what the fuck?" He's like, "So I'm just gonna sit there and watch y'all eat?" You know, all this stuff. I was like,
he was bitching.
He was bitching to all of us, but he was like, "How?"
What were you supposed to do?
I don't know, but he thought that because it wasn't a very vegetarian restaurant that I was denying him his vegetarian meal. Because I was like, we're going to eat there.
Yeah.
It's the restaurant right next to the venue. We're not going to go and look for a vegetarian spot.
What could go wrong is going to go wrong. Yeah. Plus, it's kind of weird. Like, I have to accommodate 1 for 5.
Yeah.
We're paying you too.
Yeah. So
you figure it out.
I was just like, well, I offered to buy whatever you wanted, but whatever the fuck. And he's like, you've been on my ass this whole time. You told the people in Atlanta to not serve me. You fucked up my shit. You went through my shit. You stole money. You erased my pictures. And I was like, dude, what the fuck, dude? And I remember like we were by a train station. What's so funny is like, so this is in Baltimore. I can't tell you exactly where, but right outside the venue, they have like a big old Uncle Ben sign where it's just an orange background and the Uncle Ben face.
Yeah.
And so, like, I'm listening to him, and I'm looking at Uncle Ben, like, as if he's God or something. Like, dog, help me out with this shit, dude. I'm losing my shit. Like, on the road that long, I mean, like, imagine, like, there's no privacy. There's no privacy. Wherever you go, they go.
Yeah.
So when there's no privacy, you get backed up.
Yeah.
So you get triggered.
Yeah, that testing runs a little higher, a
very
little more.
easy. So you're just like, you want to fucking go? You know, like shit like that. And so Jake, the guy who's in charge of the whole thing, he's like, dude, let's just shut it down. Our last show, everybody will buy train tickets for everybody. We'll get on trains.
Oh shit!
Yeah, if you want to go to Seattle, let's go to Seattle. If you want to, he was like, if you want to go back to Texas, I'll buy you a train ticket to Texas. You know, he was just trying to figure it out. And because Tim's losing it, the driver, the old man, he's losing.
What does he look like?
It.
Is he fat?
He's like, looks like Gollum a little bit. You know, long hair, but I still like stringy.
I don't know. I thought he was gonna be bald.
No, he's still fucking rocking the fucking long hair shit, hunched over, not Mexican, maybe Indian, Native American, something. I don't know, but he's just like, he's off his fucking rocker, dude.
Do you think he's still alive?
I hope to God not, dude. I hope to God not. And so,
Pat, this is fucking wild, dude.
yeah, this is like the edited version. This is like the speed fucking round of this shit. So,
Dog.
I was like, I don't want to take the train home. I don't want to like. I want to go to New York. I've never been in New York before.
Yeah.
Never played New York before. I've been in New York before. Never played New York before. I don't want this tour to end. So I'm just eating my fucking pride. I was like, Tim, look, I didn't do any of this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm sorry you feel this way. You know, I was doing this shit. Like, you don't like me. That breaks my heart. But, you know, we have a mission. We're all on the same mission. We need to fucking go. We need to finish this tour. Hopefully it ends better. Like, the shows on the way back, the numbers are looking better.
Yeah.
The closer we are to Seattle, because he's toured that before. It's not,
okay.
It's not Uglyhead's first tour. It's my first tour with Uglyhead.
Okay.
So they have people up in the regions, you know, closer
Where
to
they
Seattle.
are. Yeah.
So we're like looking for that. We need to fucking end on a win type of thing. So we're just like, we'll just take these losses. This band's never been out here before, so yeah. Why would anybody show up? Blah blah blah. So we're just trying
to make sense of it.
Convince ourselves of like why we should still stick
Keep
with
going.
it.
I'm with you, Patty.
So Martin Atkins. Martin Atkins is the guy that wrote the book about touring and all this stuff. He's the keyboardist for whoever whatever. So we make it through Baltimore. We have actually good night. We have a good night. We're sleeping in the venue. The venue has an open bar, or maybe it was an open bar, but we drank because it was there, and we're just having a good time. Tim's on board. We're just like,
Well, he's able to drink.
Yeah, he drinks.
No, he's able to get fucked up.
Yeah. So we're just telling stories and just talking and, you know, bonding and all that shit. It was a good moment, you know. Maybe this thing had to happen for it to be, you know. So we were feeling really good, you know, whatever. Our shows leading up to from Baltimore to New York get canceled. So we're just like, we have a place to stay in New York. So we're like, well, let's just go to New York early and just chill until our show. I think we have 3 days until our New York show. So we make it to New York, and this whole time, Tim's like, "I've never been to New York before. I've never been. Yeah, I'm so excited, you know, whatever." But we're getting to the neighborhood. We're in Bed-Stuy, and we're getting around the neighborhoods, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I remember back here they used to have this, that, whatever." So he's telling us stories about things that he remembered when he just told us the whole time he's never been to New York.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, "Dude, what the fuck?" So now, like, it's coming clear, like, this guy is fucking mental.
Yeah.
Like, he's a fucking nutcase. So he's like, been here, but whatever. We get to where we're staying, the house where we're staying. They just so happen to have a whole empty room. Their roommate moved out, empty room situation. So like, we're like fucking set.
Yeah.
It's a nice like what do they call them? The brickstones, the brownstones.
Yeah, brown.
Multiple floors, 2 floors. Have a backyard, nice backyard. It's a nice fucking situation. So we're just like, hey man, like, let's just like, as cheaply as we can, live in New York, be in New York. You know, we get there, we all shower, we're all washing up, washing our clothes. We don't really want to go out that night, so we're like, hey, let's just order pizza or drinks, all this shit. Tim gets fucked up on 2 beers. Starts now the guitar player is how we got the hookup. So he knows the people that live there, but they're strangers to everybody else.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting outside in the backyard. One of the guys comes home. It's a brother and sister and another roommate thing. So the brother, he's a chef. He comes home, sits out in the backyard. I'm just trying to be nice. Hey, thank you for letting us be here. What do you do? Oh, that sounds a big restaurant in New York. That's a dream. Whatever. You're from Florida. Now you're making it in New York. I'm just like trying to be like so. You're awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for letting us be.
I appreciate everything. Yeah, extra.
Tim just goes like, hey, yeah, fuck all that, dude. Don't trust this guy. He steals money. He's been ripping me off this whole time. So just, I would, if you have anything like, worth stealing, I would hide it from Pat. And I was just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, yeah, I'm just letting them know like who they're letting inside their house. And I was just like. I fucking like the whole time. I'm just like, kumbaya, we gotta be in this together. And but he's telling this, and like I could see like their face like go like, what the fuck? The people that live there.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, yo, man, fuck you. You're fucking nuts. You fucking crazy alcoholic drunk. How about you eat a fucking burger? Maybe you're fucking losing your mind because like I'm going
spazzed?
I spazzed out because we're treating this guy with like kid gloves and shit. And I'm trying to like convince like these people. I mean, I'm not a bad guy, but they don't know that. So I'm just like
they don't know anything
about me.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to be like very gracious and thankful that they're letting us stay in their home. And like he's just like, hey, yo, hide your money because this guy fucking steals, dude. Like I wouldn't trust him in my house. I'm just telling you that right now.
Oh shit.
Like all this shit, dude. And I fucking lose it on him. I'm fucking like, fuck you, you fucking piece. So it's me, Tim, and the chef guy that lives there. The guitar player, he's kind of like hooking up with the girl that lives there. And the other guy, he's just like, he went on a walk. The guy whose tour it was, he just went on a walk. When I found out later that he went on a walk by himself, hoping that someone would mug him and shoot him. And like, it's mystery, dude. Funny, not funny, but that's like, he was like so like done. He was so done, whatever. So I just like, fuck you, you fuck blah, blah, blah. I go upside. I go upstairs and I get Brian. I was like, dude, you need to fucking fix this shit. Brian's mad. He's like, whoa. I was just about, we were about to like whatever.
Yeah.
And I'll go handle the shit. Whatever the fuck.
I'll go in.
And then, so they get Jay. They get Brian. They hide me in another room upstairs, which just so happens to be looking over the backyard.
Yeah.
And so I'm just like, fuck, dude, I'm fucking freaking out. I was like, dude, like, I don't know what the homeowners believe. I don't know if
what's the next move?
I don't know what the next move is. I'm freaking out. And this is when I still talk to my father. So I called my dad and I'm just freaking out. I was like, tell him what's going on. He's like, nah, man, just go downstairs, have a beer. I got to go. Bye. I was like, cool.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah. I was like, cool, man. I'm glad I called you for advice, dude. Like, I really need you to talk me down. And he's like, oh, man, that sounds shitty, man. But just go have a beer, man. I got to go. Bye. Fuck, dude. All right. So then I'm just there watching him talk to this guy, and he's like freaking out. And they're trying to take his beer from him, and he's like, no. Like
Tim?
Yeah, they're trying to take his beer away from Tim. Like, no. Finally, Tim just goes. He's like, hey, man, I'll just tell you this right now. Pat's not getting back in my car. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. He's not getting back in the van. That's it. That's it.
What?
And so everybody's like, all right, let's talk about this in the morning. It's getting late. It's already late, It's getting late. Everybody, let's just go to sleep. We'll talk about it in the morning, whatever the fuck. And so I'm just like, damn, dude. I'm freaking out. I just so happen we just pass out.
Yeah.
Next morning, we figure like Tim's on his, he's back to normal. He slept it off. He's not drunk no more, whatever the fuck. And he comes back outside, lights up a club cigarette, and he goes, so what's the deal? Are we kicking Pat out or what?
Oh, shit.
And so he's still like on his thing. And so Jake's all like, we're not kicking Pat out. here's $100. You fucking get the fuck on.
You gave him money?
Jake gave him money.
Fuck that.
Well, he was like, well, fine. We'll get all our shit out of your van.
Yeah.
And you fucking, here's $100. You go where the fuck you need to go.
What did he say?
He's like, come on, man. Like, really? Like, we can still do this tour. He's like, no, like, tour's done. We're not touring anymore.
Yeah.
We're done.
Shit.
And so we get our shit out of the van, whatever. I'm just like, fuck, dude. Again, I know Brian.
Yeah.
Me and Brian are friends. I don't know Jake. This is our first time doing this thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, damn, dude, like, did I fuck it up? I didn't do anything, but
yeah.
Are they convinced that I did all this stuff to him?
No.
So they let him go. Now we have 2 days before our show. And so we're just like, everybody just so happened to have the day off, everybody that lived in the house. And I think, or maybe the brother went to work. And so we're like, so do y'all just want to go see New York? And we're just like, yeah. And so we just went to go tour New York, walk around the city, all that shit. And the whole time we're not talking about it, we're not thinking about it. We're just like sightseeing, whatever the fuck, on a budget. I think if anything, between the group of us, we spent like $20 somehow. And whatever, dude. Like, we're just whatever. And so we get back, and he's like, so, yeah, man, I guess tour's done. I guess we're just going to sell everything. Jay gets on, because he was with the label at the time. He gets on the phone with the label, lets them know the situation. They put out, it wasn't a GoFundMe back then, but it was a fundraiser thing. We raised enough money to buy train tickets from New York to Seattle for the three of us.
Shit.
We put everything that we could sell online on Craigslist.
Yeah.
We actually got people to go to the show because right after the show they're going to buy the equipment.
Oh.
So
$50 to prove it.
we play some bar, Brooklyn Trash Bar, I believe. I don't know what it's called. It was cool. I mean, it was still fun.
How was the set?
It wasn't bad.
The band was strong then?
Yeah, I mean, we still did what we had to do. It was still good. And then Jake sold a lot of his shit. I couldn't sell my drums, so I had to ship my drums from New York to Seattle.
How much was that?
I want to say like 800.
God damn it.
Something like that. 600, 800.
You had that?
Jake helped me pay for that.
Oh, I was going to say, why don't you just buy a ticket?
No, well, because he wanted to cover the tour thing. Like
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I'll take you on the road. I get to flip the bill for a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
So, maybe something like that. It was like that, but yeah, we had to pay for it, and then whatever we couldn't sell, we had to take on the train with us.
How long?
And so we had to take a subway from the apartment in Bed-Stuy, or the home in Bed-Stuy. Had to carry heads, amps, and these shits are heavy.
Yeah.
These are fucking heavy
Fuck
shit.
yeah.
To the point where, like, now I'm just thinking, like, please somebody shoot me and take this so I don't have to carry this anymore. Like, I'm on the verge of like crying. I'm just like tired and
beat up,
emotional,
yeah,
and all this stuff. We finally get on the subway. We finally get to we finally get to the train station. We get on the train and we're just like, all right, man. We made it to 4 days, 3 or 4 days. We made it from New York to Seattle.
God damn! What, did y'all eat?
Yeah. We had whatever that we could eat.
There was enough budget.
Yeah, there was a budget for that. Yeah. So yeah, man. So we're just mentally like fucked, dude. We're mentally fucked. Get back to Seattle, and a couple days later, Jake's like, "Hey, man. Well, we still got Vegas." Do you want to do the Vegas show? We have Vegas, Salt Lake City, and then Seattle. I think we had a Seattle show. I think.
What'd the crew say?
Yeah. We rented a van. We drove.
Got Tim.
We rented. We kind of like our Hertz rented a van, an empty van. So we have our shit. We load up. We go play I think we played Salt Lake, or we played Vegas first, because I remember we played Vegas first because the band that I was playing with, it was playing to a click track, meaning that I had like a mixer and I had my in-ear monitors and all that stuff. I left all that in Vegas. I left my in-ear monitors, my drumsticks, and mixer in Vegas.
Why?
I got fucking drunk, dude. We got so drunk the bar had to shut down because the bartender got drunk. Because every time he wants to party with the band, so anytime we're taking a shot, he's taking a shot. Bang, 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 bang. Probably about like midnight, he's like,
"Yo, this is fucking wild.
Everybody get out, man. Fucking closing down for the night. Dive bar in New York on the Strip. Not the Strip, but like not far from UNLV. Shut it down. And we're like, it's going to be the Walmart. So that whole Walmart rules, like you could sleep in the Walmart parking lot because they're 24 hours, whatever. So we're all drunk. We're all fucked up. Yeah. So we don't go anywhere. We're like parked in front of the thing. He gave us like a shitload of beers. So we're still drinking in the van. We're outside. We're peeing. We're all being all wild, like fucking Vegas, baby. Like fucking start fucking puking and shit. Dog. Puking, peeing outside, and fucking Vegas, whatever. Wake up hungover as shit. Got to get to Salt Lake City. And I realized when we're loading out, I was like, man, I don't have my sticks or my in-ear monitors or the mixer. And it was all, I left it all at the bar. Thankfully, I knew some people in Vegas that went to go pick it up, and they shipped it to me. But I didn't. I had to play the last show raw. I had to borrow some sticks. I had no in-ear monitors, so I had to play along to like the regular monitors and shit. It was the worst, dude. It was the worst. In Salt Lake City, couldn't get a buzz worth of shit because all their beer is like half, like it's a regular beer's 4%, they're 2% or whatever.
For real?
Whatever. Salt Lake City, like they're
oh yeah, because they're not real people. Yeah, Mormon-y.
And because of the
kids,
whatever elevation, I guess. I think that elevation is
for real. I thought Denver's like a popping beer city.
But I think their alcohol content is lower because of it is for sure in Salt Lake City because of probably the Mormons. So couldn't get drunk, watch Iron Man or something in the club. The club shut down after the show. Watch something on the big screen, and then.
Are you showering every day?
Not every day, no, not every day, dude. Like I haven't talked about this in a while. Like I talk about it a lot, but I haven't talked about it in a while. And I feel fucking great. I feel like I just went through a therapy session, dude.
Dog.
This shit was wild, man.
Did anyone bust ass in the van?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And what, you just deal with it?
Yeah.
Do you laugh?
Tim's was the worst. No, it fucking sounded like he was dying. It smelled like he was dying inside. It was really bad. His diet was just literally French fries, candy, and clove cigarettes.
Why did he want... like a salad or something for the burger place? They have lettuce.
I think out of principle, he just didn't want nothing from me.
Oh.
He wanted to hate me, continue to hate me, and use that against me.
Need every reason.
Yeah.
Okay, when did you find out that when did you find out that he knew that you ratted on him in Atlanta? Was it like that day?
No.
Or did it wait a few days and then he was like, yo, why the fuck did you do that? No,
I think I found out about that in New York when he was giving away, like he was telling everybody like how bad of a person I was. Like that's when he ran. Oh no, and when we were in Baltimore, it was in Baltimore. Yeah. He ran down all this shit that he thought that he accused me of doing. Yeah. I was like, dude, I didn't do any of this stuff. Like I'm not against you. We're a team.
So you've been holding that in.
Yeah, all the way to Baltimore and shit.
And then what was up with the? I've never been here. Oh, this used to be a whatever.
No idea. He was fucking crazy. He was a fucking nutbag. Because, like, all right, even if you had been there before, why would you tell us that you hadn't?
Yeah.
Like, that was the whole thing. Like, he was so stoked about it. He's like, oh, man, this is like, this is a milestone for me. Like, we're doing this together type of thing. And then he was like, oh, yeah, this area used to be where all the fucking, Jews... It was crazy, dude. It was crazy. I hope he's dead. I hope he's dead. I mean, if he was 60 something, this was in 2011. No, had to be 2008, 2009. And
is that 14 years?
yeah. Well, and then so we get back, and I was promised that I would have my job back. I didn't have my job. Didn't get my job back.
Damn,
yeah,
dude.
Fuck the Hard Rock. Fucking piece of shit.
What were you at the Hard Rock?
I was just busser.
Okay.
Busser, dishwasher from time to time, but just busser. And they promised me, when I started, I was like, hey, man, I'm a musician. I'm gonna go on the road every now and then. Can you hold my job? Like, yeah, we got plenty of musicians that go on tour, come back, and keep their jobs. Yeah. And when I came back, they're like, no, we don't have any room on schedule for you, dude. I was like, nothing? Like, nothing? Like, nah. But you said, I was like, well, yeah, but, so?
Baby Rivers came back.
Yeah, dude. It was like, fuck. So I had to, that's the first time I moved back. I had to move back to San Antonio after that.
Dog.
For 6 months, 8 months, and then I fucking
Damn, if you're out there.
went back to Seattle, yeah. So yeah, dude. But like I say that again. And I don't know if it's still online, but look up uglyhead.org. The tour diary. Because I gave you the speeded version. Jake, in details, from his perspective, went down to day 1 to day 22, whatever the fuck. Uglyhead.org.
Dog.
And so he'll give you the whole details from his perspective, everything. It's a interesting fucking read for sure.
What the fuck?
2008, 2009 tour diary, if it's up there. But
no, they have no diaries.
Oh shit.
News, music, merch, contact.
I don't know, man. It was there for a while.
Dog. Wait. Damn it. Bro, that is so fucking wild.
Yeah, dude. That's the life that I went out to Seattle to live, bro.
But you're talking like I'm reckless, dog. You're reckless, bro.
And I think that's probably why I'm
That's where it started.
That's where the whole be careful about your surroundings and be extra don't trust people.
Yeah.
And all this stuff. Because before, dude, when I moved to Seattle, I wasn't careful, the world's out to get you. I was just let's go fuck some shit up, dude.
Yeah.
I was let's go, man. We're gonna make it happen. I've changed since coming back, dude. Now I worry about everything. I stress. I'm not as happy-go-lucky I used to be. Shit changes you, man. That changes you.
Man.
Yeah, dude. But look,
it's so fucking crazy.
Look up Uglyhead. Check out the Garden. I play drums on that. And shout out to Brian. Brian was the guy who I convinced to go on the road with me, and now he's living it up, man. His band, him and Lisa's band, Filth is Eternal. They're in UK right now. Open up for Finch. What It's Like to Burn was a big hit, and they're blowing up, man. They're doing really good. So it works out for everybody. Or it works out for some people.
Yeah.
I think Jake right now is going through some health issues. So if there's
get better, Jake.
GoFundMe or something for him, look up Uglyhead and try to help him out and all that stuff. Because yeah, man, he flipped the bill for a lot of that shit.
Yeah.
He flipped the bill for a lot of that shit, and I would do it again, man. Knowing, even if hey, you're gonna relive that New York situation again, I was like, all right, man, let's fucking run it, because it was a fucking fun thing. Financially, fucking ruined me. But
how much did everything? Okay, so you get Tim and the van.
Yeah.
But he's done this before. So does he have a base price?
I don't know what their deal was.
That's between him and Jake.
That's with him and Jake.
Okay.
Yeah. Jake covered everything. Like I said, he covered gas. We paid our own meals type of thing. But any gas and stuff, Jake paid for that situation. He saved up. He made the whole tour happen. We were hired guns.
Yeah.
And if we just wanted extra cheese on our burger, that's on us.
Yeah.
If we wanted what a size of meal or upsize a meal, that's on us. But he would take care of the basics.
Yeah. So
that's why I did it. I was like, hey man, this situation's already good to go.
Yeah.
You just need me to fill in. Let's fucking run it.
When a show gets canceled,
that's it. We drove
where do you
out.
crash?
We drove out there, even in the Walmart parking lot, or we make friends with somebody. I spent a lot of time sleeping in the Walmart parking lots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Every
dude.
now and then, I mean, if we had a place to stay, like Brian was from New Mexico and Albuquerque, so he knew a lot of people in that area. We had places to stay in Texas when we came through Texas. And then Jake had some fans throughout, the place that were stoked for us to be on tour, and so they would hook us up with places.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, we stay with a lot of strangers, and people that open up their homes that were just like, wow, dude, it's crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah, dude. But it was cool, man. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fucking fun.
Any lucky nights?
Not for me, no. Not for me. I almost scored on the train back, but there's 3 guys, there's 2 girls, and one of the girls liked one of the other guys more than liked me, and so
Bitch.
yeah, it is what it is. But no, I never hooked up. Well, I hooked up when I came into town because I had exes here. So,
Yeah.
But yeah,
It still counts.
Still counts.
Still counts.
Yeah.
Yes, you did.
yeah.
Was there any drug usage?
No, just drinking. Nobody was into drugs back then. We weren't into drugs back then.
And Tim, like, how much would he drink regularly?
It didn't take him much. Well, because his diet was nothing. Like, he had nothing.
Oh, yes.
It didn't take much. Like, that time in New York, he literally had like a 40. He bought 2 40s, got drunk in the first one.
That's not 2 drinks. That's 2 40s.
Well, I mean, a 40 doesn't get you fucked up. A 40 shouldn't get you that fucked up.
Yeah, I mean, not to bomb out like the
Not
two,
to-
maybe. I don't know.
No, well, he was working. They were trying to get the second one from him, and he was like, no, I'm not.
Oh.
But yeah. But he wasn't even done with the first 40 when he was like fucking trying to rat me out to these people.
Jeez.
It was bad. It was a really bad situation to like where I'm just like, I didn't feel guilty about it because what he was saying wasn't true, but I was just like, these strangers have opened up their homes to us, and now they think I'm a bad guy.
Did you at any point want to throw a punch?
Oh yeah, that night in New York, I was like, I'm gonna fucking kill this guy
What prevented you from throwing a punch?
because I was on Jake's dime.
Yeah.
I didn't want to end the tour. I didn't want the tour to end because of me. Because
Damn.
I assaulted somebody. And also, I didn't want to commit an assault and these people that are housing us for 3 days. So I have control. But believe me, there was a time where I was just like, I'm going to fucking kill you, dude.
Dude. Fucking damn.
Yeah, dude. Because it was bad. It was bad. And then,
Dog, you fucking rocked this pod.
dude, we went fucking long on this one, dude. This is insane. Hopefully you fucking watch this thing.
Oh, my God,
And support
dude.
the pod, support the shit. Come out on Thursday. Is it Thursday? It's
Thursday, the 16th.
November 16th, Upstage, Comedy Lounge. Come out. Buy some tickets now. Yes, the tickets will be available at the door, but pre-sales are important. The club needs to know what
We
the
can pull
staff
'em.
what the staff situation is going to be. They need be prepared to serve the customers, the clientels. So please get your pre-order tickets before the show. You can go to BobColdCore.com for the tickets. November 16th, DuderManHomieBro Comedy Show. Half out co-headlining, Scott and I. We got Celia, Contreras, Zach Dickson's coming back. Going to be doing a guest set. And we got George Rosales hosting the night. We're going to have fun, dude. Come out, be a part of it.
Let's party.
Let's go, dude. Let's do this.
Love you.
Later. Dude, that was fucking wild, dude.
Bro, fucking damn, dude.
Yeah, man.